We're driving through Moab to Arches National Park. At one time, Moab was the uranium capital of the world after geologist Charles Steen discovered a rich deposit of uranium ore south of the city. Moab's boom coincided with the nuclear arms race and the rise of nuclear power. That all went bust around 1984 with the winding down of the Cold War. What took its place was tourism, with Moab coming to be known as the mountain biking capital of the world, with all the slick rock trails and the general mecca of outdoor recreation.
The donut shop looking out.
Really?
Yeah, but it wasn't open.
Yeah, tomorrow's donuts, right?
Yeah.
Arches National Park has the largest collection of arches in the world with over 2,000 documented arches. The conditions in Moab are perfect for the arches. There's two types of sandstone. One is hard and porous, and the other is soft and resists water. Deep beneath the surface is a thick layer of salt that bulged upward and created domes, forcing the rocks above them to crack into a series of parallel lines. Moab gets about 9 inches of precipitation a year, which is the perfect amount to keep erosion working year-round. This water soaks into the porous sandstone, but then gets trapped by the softer, water-resistant sandstone. The water slowly dissolves the calcite, bonding the sand together. When erosion happens, many shapes are formed, and some of the rock walls erode into what's known as fins, and when they get holes in them, they become arches. Arches has instituted a time entry system to handle the overcrowding issue it was having. We had a time entry starting at 4 p.m., and based on our experience, we think the system is working well. The first viewpoint we came to was Park Avenue, named so because someone thought the rock walls resembled the namesake in New York City.
That. No problem.
Next, we came to the LaSalle Mountains viewpoint. These mountains are unique in that they are made of igneous rock. We saw a lot of large rock walls which others had named, but in a lot of the cases their imaginations were a lot better than ours because we couldn't figure out what formation best went with each name on the park map. We went onward looking for balanced rock. There were a few candidates along the way, but we finally came upon the authentic one. We saw some arches off in the distance while looking at Balance Rock, and after a right turn went down a road where we hit the jackpot of north and south windows, turret arch, and double arch. Here I am on the path to North Window. It's a graveled half-mile trail with a gradual 100-foot elevation change. South Window is about 5 minutes to the right, and Turret Arch about 5 minutes from that. You can stand under North Window, and being under it, I was awestruck at the rock mass of the arch. Here I am walking towards Double Arch, which has a short, mostly flat trail. It's a very impressive combination, and I decided to pose the double chin that I've been working on with the double arch as a background. We drove past several other viewpoints, coming upon Delicate Arch Viewpoint. Here's Mary Catherine at the lower viewpoint, and you can see Delicate Arch in the background. This is a flat, easy hike. The upper viewpoint gets you a little closer look, but it's a little more strenuous at half a mile and about 170-foot elevation change. To see Sandstone Arch, you first walk between tall rock walls down a narrow hallway, which opens up into a giant sandbox. This is an easy and fun hike for families with small children. At the end is Sandstone Arch, which I think resembles a mother otter nuzzling her cub. We finished the 18-mile park road and then retraced our path back to the beginning. Then we headed back to Moab for a delicious supper at the Broken Oar. More adventures await tomorrow on day 3 in Moab.